Hey there, and welcome to Crochet Therapy. I'm Barbara, your host for this episode of Morning Coffee and Crochet. And this is our Maker Monday version of Morning Coffee and Crochet. And I am so glad that you're here. Welcome. Come on in. I'm so glad you're here. So today, guess what? It's snowing here. Now listen, I'm getting excited because it's snowing and the snow is like, ooh, like just, it's not like going everywhere. It's just like floating in the air and then floating up and going around. And it's kind of magical looking. Nothing has landed yet. There's no white on the ground. It's just like pretty. Now, for those of you who may be experiencing this, what they're calling a nor'easter, stay safe. Stay safe, stay warm. Yeah, I hope that you're doing okay. I heard that I read in the news that like 150,000 people are without power right now. That is really not good. And so I hope that you are able to stay warm. And thank you. Thank you for the sweater, love. Listen, I'm going to talk a little bit about this because I've made an executive decision. And yesterday I went through and I sewed in all the ends. And look, this morning I put this on and I'm like, oh man, look at this. So I'm going to sew this end in also. And yeah, we'll talk about this sweater in just a minute. I love this sweater. It's a slouchy sweater. And yeah, it is so nice. I do the shimmy shimmy because of it. Let's see who's here. Let's see who's here. So we have Miguel. Good morning. Miguel is headed to the laundromat, washing Sophie's beds and blankets. Maybe he'll still be home before I go live. Well, let's just keep on going down and let's see if he's still there. Laurie, hi, Laurie. Good morning to you. Welcome. Come on in. Cree, good afternoon to you. Ooh, I'm so sorry. I just yawned. Oh, my Lanta. And it's so good to see you. And I'm so glad that you are here. And let's see. Here we go. Miguel says it's a chilly 35 degrees here. High is 59 today. Mm-hmm. I heard about that. Massachusetts, blizzard watch, expected snowfall of 20 or more inches. That was Miguel's cousin. Oh boy. Excuse me. Laurie says this winter has been brutal. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Aloha, kakahiaka. It's 14, but feels like 7. Naomi, did I say that correctly? Aloha Crochet with Naomi. And let's see. Racine, good morning to you. I hope you're having a great day. And let's see who else is here. Dun, 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 dun. Everybody's so nice to each other. Ooh. So sorry. Patty Barker. Morning, all. Joining the chat for a bit. Going out to shovel. Oh, Patty, please be careful. Please be careful when you shovel. Laurie, first time here. You just subscribed. Welcome. I'm so glad that you're here. I am so glad you're here. And this community is such a nice group of people. And you're gonna really fall in love with everybody here. They're so friendly in the chat. Sometimes like chats happen and I'm not even a part of it. And I love it. I love it, love it, love it. So yes, first things first. What's in your cup? And I am going to try to stop yawning. I'm going to try my best to stop yawning. Absolutely. Okay. So in my cup, I have hot coffee with a little bit of half and half. And I obviously need some more. Let me see if I can guzzle some. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That is some good stuff. So what's in your cup? Because, that's how I get my day started, by knowing what you're drinking. Oh, let's see. Miguel says, ah, oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. Miguel said, I taught Sunday school yesterday and taught on the creation. Kids had fun drawing out all the things God created. That's awesome. Awesome. Oh, getting in the car, listening on the way to wash Sadie's bedding. If you know, you know. Ah, Cree has mocha coffee. Yay. Ah, some coffee with a scant of half and half. Nice. And Naomi has her first cup of coffee. Woo! Gonna do the shimmy for all of you. Oh, yeah. And me too, because I need some. I always try to do just a little bit of half and half, but look, it always just, it, yeah. Anyway, I like it however I can get it, right? Mm-hmm. Ah, Racine is drinking water. Racine, you're doing so well. Doing so well. Mm. So as I was doing my clearing out my cart, my three basket cart that I have, it's just like each basket is like, it's not that big. So that's what I use to like roll my work in progress around the house so that I can have it in here. And oh, excuse me. Okay. Laurie, who knows is Miguel. And Miguel is our friend in Texas. And let's see. Let me turn my volume down on my phone. There we go. All right. Here we go. And let's see. Da, da, da. Yes. So I have my 3-tier cart that I got from Walmart. It was not expensive, but I did have to put it together. It was like, I got it on sale and it was like $20 or something like that a year ago. And so anyway, I last Friday after the live, I went ahead and I cleared out all of the yarn that was in there, all of the yarn skeins and yarn pieces and everything that was in there from my Christmas projects, because at Christmas I was working on all kinds of things. And so I cleared out my cart and I put all of if it was a half skein or more of yarn, I put it on the shelf. I feel like I said this already, and maybe I said it yesterday, and maybe I said it Friday. I don't think I said it Friday. I hope I didn't tell you Friday. If I've already told you this, like, go, Barbara, already heard this story. And so anyway, I cleared out the cart, and then the partial skeins, are like the leftover yarn, I threw in a bucket in a tote box, one of those clear totes, and gave it to Mom, and so that she can like roll it up in her spare time, whenever she feels like she needs to like work with her hands or whatever. So because my mom is an expert yarn roller, she really is. And if there's any excuse me, if there's any knots or any anything like that, she works it out like big time, right? And so in my cart, I have 2 projects. And I'll show you those in just a minute. But as I was doing all of that and clearing off my desk here, I came across this, and I want to show it to you. I don't know if you have ever done a mile a minute or not, but this is one of the mile a minutes. And obviously, see, I did this must be the half. Well, no, it's not the half. Huh. Okay. I don't know what I was thinking. Maybe I counted to 50 and did that, but which side is 50? I don't know. So anyway, this is the mile a minute. Let me show you. And just so you know, this yarn is like a poppin' bright pink, but you can't see how bright it is. Well, maybe now you can see a little bit of how bright it is. But when I bring it close, it looks like a baby pink, and it's not. This is like bubblegum pink. But anyway, so this is a mile a minute, and I found this, and I'm like, wow, that's nice. Obviously, I thought that I would start a mile a minute blanket at one point, and then I got one of these done, and that was it. So anyway, have you ever done a mile a minute blanket? I have, and I really liked it. I made my youngest granddaughter, when she was born, I made her a mile a minute blanket, and I have a picture of her as an infant in that mile a minute blanket. And Miguel says I've made many mile a minute blankets. I do like it. Now, I followed the tutorial for the mile a minute blanket. I followed the tutorial from the Secret Yarnery and Krista from the Secret Yarnery. And I really liked her, the way she taught it. So yeah, so this might be something that I need to get on. I really enjoyed making these. And then joining them together was kind of fun. Oh, let's see. Come on, get out of the way. I have this thing that went in the way. Okay, Racine says, I crocheted a mile a minute blanket, different stitches of it for each month of the year. Oh, okay, Laurie. Laurie, you're a newer crocheter. I am so glad that you're here. This is my year of something new. And so I am doing all kinds of new things for myself for the year 2026. I've been crocheting for 50 years. And actually, I'm in my 51st year. And so I have crocheted a lot of different things, but I have not crocheted everything yet. So there are things that I am still learning. And so being a new crocheter, don't let anything get you down. It is so fun. Let's see. So a mile a minute is basically you make strips, and it's a mile a minute because these are super fast to make. And you make it as long as you want it to be. And then you make a whole bunch of these. And then you take a different color yarn. Usually, it could be a contrast color. It could be a white or a black or whatever you decide. And then you crochet them together. And as you crochet them together, it makes a crochet strip between them. And so then you just crochet them together. And mile a minute means that it's a super fast blanket to put together. And so anyway, I did make one of these. I completed one. Like I said, I made a baby blanket size, and my granddaughters still have it. And so, yeah, anyway, this is a super fun. If you just Google mile a minute and the Secret Yarnery, she will show you step by step how to do this. And this is one of the first blankets when I was new to YouTube. New to following YouTube tutorials, I found this. And Patty Barker, that's interesting. Um, Patty Barker says a couple years back, Jada in Stitches did 12 months of different mile a minute, and it was great and fun making it. That's awesome. That must be, let's see. I made a huge one once, 100 rows for the center in variegated. Then I picked a couple solid colors and went around and have a pick. Nice. I would love to see that picture, Miguel. I really would. So obviously, Jada in Stitches has a tutorial, and she has a tutorial for 12 different types of mile a minute. And then you can put them together and you have the different stitches. I've only followed Krista with the Secret Yarnery with this one style, and I do really like it. It just makes a pretty blanket. And then if you want, you can make them, I mean, your imagination is the limit, right? So if you have an ultra imagination, then you can do all different kinds of colors, and then put them all together with white, or you can do all one color and put them together with a contrasting color. Yeah, however you want to do it. Anyway, these are really, really fun. What's fun is if you keep track of how many rows you make, and it's easy because you count them by like 1, 2, 3, 4, like that, right? So this one would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then you just make the same number for all of your strips. And so there you go. So this is a nice thing to work on the go. Okay, cool. Oh, you are subscribed to the Secret Yarnery. Yes, yes. Now, I do like Jada in Stitches. I sometimes feel like the Secret Yarnery is easier to follow as far as tutorials go. But that's just me, right? To each his own. And so, yeah. All right, so I've got my, I've got my 2 projects here. I want to show you my progress. And then I want to talk about this sweater. But first, I need to know what's your weather like. So if you told me what's in your cup, Miguel, I don't think you told me what's in your cup. Do you have coffee? Yay. I have my coffee cup on a mug warmer. It's one of those circle things that you plug in and it keeps your mug nice and hot. And yeah, I really like it because when it gets really going, I mean, it makes my coffee even hotter than when it started. I'm liking it a lot. Oh, okay. Jada included a join as you go technique. That's awesome. Okay. I will have to try that. Oh, you did mile a minute bookmarkers as practice from Jada. So did y'all really like the Jada and Stitches different patterns? That's interesting. I'm gonna have to go check that out. I followed her tutorials a long time ago when she would sit on the floor and she would say, now do this, now do that, now do this, now do that. And so I'm gonna have to go check her out with the mile a minute. Yeah. Ooh, what? It's 6 degrees in Missouri. Oh my Lanta. Oh my Lanta. Mm. Wow, that is cold. Cold, cold, cold. Let me see. Oh, it's still snowing. It's still snowing. It says that we might get an inch. I don't know. I don't know if it's going to stick. We'll see. We shall see. Okay, let's see. What does my weather say? Okay, it says it's 24 degrees. Real feel is 20, and it says Snow for at least 60 minutes. All right. Well, oh, it's actually showing snow until 11 this morning. How about that? Well, we'll see, won't we? We will see. Okay. Oh, 9 degrees and sunny in Iowa, 9 degrees. Ooh, y'all are cold. I thought my 20 was cold. 24. I opened the front door because Roxy, my dog, wanted to go out. I was trying to show mom the snow. And so Roxy said, "Oh, I want to go out." And she went out. It was so cold. She turned right around and came back in. She's like, "Never mind. Never mind." Naomi, it's 14, but feels like 7. Oh, my Lanta. Oh, my Lanta. And then the last question is in my questions is what's in your no, what's on your hook? What's on your hook? So let me show you what's on my hook. Okay. So if you watched Naomi's channel last night, I was on live with her last night with Tanya and Naomi and me, and I was crocheting and crocheting up a storm. And yeah, I'm almost finished with, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So I have 3 more rows of the kickball color. Let me see if I can show it to you. Okay. So, all right, let me show it to you. So this is the beginning of it, and it goes sideways. So see, it's sideways like this, but let me show it to you this way so that you can see all the colors. So this is the beginning part, and then I went into the blues. So this is Premier Puzzle Yarn. And if you haven't ever heard of Premier Puzzle Yarn, let me show you. It is a huge, huge ball of yarn. Premier Puzzle Yarn. And it's called Premier Puzzle Yarn. It's a 5-weight, nice, soft, bulky yarn. And all of the names of the yarn colorways are in game names. So this one right here is called Riddle. So, and it's got blues and grays and a little bit of white. It's kind of hard to see. Blues and grays and a little bit of white. This one is Riddle. And anyway, wrong. Here we go. I'm getting tangled. And one thing that I've found out is with this cart, if I don't keep my yarn tangles from going on the ground, then there is a chance that my yarn is going to get locked up into the wheels on this cart. I've done it several times. Oh my Lanta. Oh, thank you, Ray. Ray sent me the Mile a Minute crochet calendar blanket, and it's the Jada and Stitches. That's beautiful. Let's see if I can do this. Okay. I love that she does different stitches. I really do. So here we go. So Jada and Stitches. Oh, okay. Let me share this. So it's the Calendar Blanket 2021. Thank you, Ray. And so I have it on pause so that you can see. This is the Jada and Stitches Crochet Calendar Blanket 2021. Now I'm going to play it for just a second so that, let me see if it will show. A mighty mile a minute. And okay, so this is Jada, in case you have never seen her. And so, yeah, that's awesome. So what's neat is that she did different stitches in the mile a minute. And so if you wanted to mix it up, you could, or if you want to find the stitch that is your favorite, do that too. Um, that's awesome. I never knew about that. Oh no. Naomi says, I'm not hooking yet. I'm doing some admin. Overdue. Are you paying bills? That's not fun. Um, okay. All right, good. Good to know. Naomi says, I've used both Jada and Krista's Mile a Minute, and I like them both. That's awesome. That's really good to know. So now I'm intrigued by all the different stitches on the Mile a Minute that Jada has. I'm going to have to go check her out. Thank you for sharing. Oh, I'm excited. Let's see. Laurie is working on an easy, bulky blanket, almost done. Next project, my first poncho. Yay, congratulations. I'm so glad that you're working on a new poncho. That is great. Are you making it for yourself or are you making it for someone else? I want to know. I have made a poncho before, but not for myself. I've made it for a child. And then here's a crazy story. So I really liked this poncho, right? I loved it, but it called for fringe. And so I got like part of the way with the fringe. And then I was like, I can't do this fringe anymore. I just can't do it. So I mailed it to my cousin Robin, who has a granddaughter. And I'm like, and I sent her the yarn. I'm like, if you want to put this fringe on, you know, let Paisley have it. Let Paisley wear it. Let her granddaughter have it. So here's the Premier Puzzle Yarn blanket that I'm making. So this is how long it is so far. And then this is how wide it is. So I made it wide enough so that if you're sitting in a recliner, it will go the width of the recliner and give you enough so that it kind of covers you. And so right now, see, I've got this right under my chin and it is down to my knees. So I'm thinking, yeah, I'm like halfway done, right? Yay. Laurie says, making for myself, a child of the 60s and 70s, LOL. Wish I would have kept my ponchos from then. Guess what? I have my ponchos from the 60s and 70s. Actually, mine are from the 70s. I was born in the 60s, but I don't have any ponchos from the 60s, but I do have ponchos from the 70s. And hey, Thrifty, how are you? I'm so glad to see you. And so, yeah. Isn't that fun? Isn't that fun? Jay, hello, Jay. Good to see you. Good to see you. So anyway, this is just an easy blanket that I'm working on with the Premier Puzzle yarn. And with it being a 5-weight yarn, it's going fairly fast, right? And look, it's got a really nice drape to it. So I've had the puzzle yarn for a long time, but I've never actually turned it into a blanket. I bought the puzzle yarn because it was a 5-weight yarn and I had I think it was a Jada and Stitches pattern for a hat, a beanie. And so I used this and I made beanies out of them, right? Never occurred to me to turn this into a blanket until I saw Miguel and he had the colorway Kickball, which is this one. Really nice, really nice. And see, I think you're seeing a lot of the browns. But if you look really close, there's some orange in there. It is such a pretty color. Seriously, a pretty color. So anyway, I saw his blanket and I was like, I have that yarn. Why have I not ever made any blankets with it? So that's what I did. I have, this is kickball, and then this is jigsaw, and then this green is maize. And now I'm um, back to kickball. And so this kickball is going to be my middle. And so then I'm going to go maize, jigsaw, and then kickball. So this one is my middle, and I'm about to mirror it. When I finish this section, I'm about to mirror it with more maize and then jigsaw and then more kickball. And then it's going to be done. So I'm over halfway through with this blanket, and I just started it last week. So easy. You know why it's so easy? Because I'm not doing anything fancy with it. I have I started out with a double crochet, and then I was like, oh, why did I start with a double crochet? I should have done a half double crochet. I didn't want the blanket to be all double crochet. So I was like, well, I'm not going to rip out that first row. I didn't want to frog the first row. I did a whole row. I didn't want to frog it, right? So then I was like, okay, I'll do half double crochet. So I did one row of double crochet and 6 rows of half double crochet. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to change it up. And so I did one row of double crochet, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rows of half double crochet. Then I did one more row of double crochet and then 6 rows of half double crochet. So that's the pattern, if you want to call it a pattern. That's the repeat that I'm doing on this blanket. Just so that, you know, if somebody looks, they're going to be like, oh yeah, look at that. And also I do 2 of those sections in one color, and then I change the color. So it's just my way of keeping track of how wide each section is, you know. But and it makes it a nice wide section. Anyway, I'm really excited about completing this because I'm thinking I can finish this before February, so I can have a blanket done before February. And yeah, and I'm hoping that, you know, I can just do a whole bunch of blankets and stash them up, and that way at Christmas I can just, you know, maybe give everybody a blanket. I don't know, along with whatever else I decide. So this is one of my projects that I've been working on, and see how nicely it folds up. It's really nice. I'm loving it. So you want to see them? So yeah, so this is, there are a ton of Premier puzzle yarns, colorways available. And when I say tons, I mean, I think there's like 20 different colorways, and they all have names like backgammon, and like this one is jigsaw. And I have even more colors over there that I'm not putting in this. There's one that has kind of a purple in it. There's one that has a pink in it, a pink hue. And yeah, so anyway, these are the colors that I chose for this, and I really like it because it kind of, in person, it kind of reminds me of like a sunset. Like there's grass, and then there's sky, and then there's like this beautiful sunset. Like I said, I know it looks all browns, but in person it just kind of looks like a nice sunset sky. So anyway, so this is the blanket that I'm working on. Really, really happy with that. And did you know that this puzzle yarn, Premier puzzle yarn, you can, if you have Walmart pickup that you regularly do, Walmart has Premier puzzle yarn, and The in-store Premier Puzzle Yarn is only $5.99 for this huge ball of Premier Puzzle Yarn. So you can, next time you do your groceries, you can have them throw a couple of these in your cart. And yeah, you can kind of, like every time you get groceries, just add another Premier Puzzle Yarn to your stash, you know? So let's see, this one is in Riddle. Okay, so this one is Riddle, and it is 328 yards, which is really good for a 5-weight yarn. 328 yards, 300 meters, 7 ounces, and 200 grams. So I highly recommend. It's only $5.99. Now listen, be careful if you do place an order for puzzle yarns, they are very soft and they are really pretty when they get put together. When you go to the Walmart app, and you see the puzzle yarns, if you see some that are more expensive, they're probably from outside vendors. And they're probably, oh, you love the backgammon color? Me too. I had some over there. Oh, I see it. It's hiding. Yes, I have some backgammon over there. Backgammon is really pretty. That's the one that has the red. I mean, I'm looking at it across the room. That's the one that has the red in it, right? I think so. And so make sure that you get the one that's in stock, because that's going to be the $5.99. Don't pay the $9.99 for somebody to ship it to you. No, don't do that, because that defeats the purpose, okay? The purpose is to have a Walmart picker pick it up for you with your groceries and to only pay $5.99 for it, right? Yes, that's the purpose. Okie dokie. Because if you want to pay a lot of money for it, then you might as well, place all the order from like Amazon or something, right? Okay, so the next thing that I've been working on, and this puzzle yarn, I've been using a J hook, 6.0 millimeter hook, and this is my Clover Amour hook. It's my favorite hooks in the world. I only use Clover Amour hooks because I can zip through. I promise. If you try the Clover Amour hook, you will see the difference in the quality. You'll just start crocheting so much faster and smoother and easier, and your life will be so much better with Clover Amour hooks. That's my little plug. It's my favorite hook. I'm not ashamed of it. So for those of you who have been following me, you know that I have been making these hexagons. So I've been making the granny hexagons, and in fact, I think Friday I showed you how to make one, and I showed you how I do the border on it. So if you want to know how to do it, in my live on Friday, I actually made one on camera while we sat here and chatted, and I put the border on it. And so anyway, this is cotton, and I have just grabbed all of my cotton off the shelves, all the different colors, and I've made up a ton of these hexagons and put the white border on it. And I just started crocheting the border together. So let me see. Yeah, this is the back. So here we go. I'm trying to kind of hold this together so that you can see. Anyway, these are, yeah, there we go. So I've crocheted some of them together. And the stitch that I've used to crochet them. Oh, you're welcome, Racine. Thank you. The way I've crocheted these together, I am loving it. I'm loving it. So I thought I would have to do this at a table and like do this, but I don't. So what I do is you keep your yarn, the yarn that you're carrying, you keep it in the back of the project. And it's almost like surface crocheting. Okay? Because you go into one stitch on one of the hexies, and then you go into the matching stitch on the other hexie that you're joining, and then you pull it through and slip stitch. And it's just like surface crocheting. And that is how I did this. And I'm really loving it because it's flat. It's just like surface crochet. It's flat, and yeah, I'm loving it. So basically, if you know how, thank you, Laurie, if you know how to surface crochet, that's exactly how I'm doing this join. So I'm sitting there and I'm just meandering. As you can see, like some of it is together. I'm just meandering around with my surface crochet and adding at the same time. So, you know, I may have to fill in a little bit. Like if I started here and I would go up and then I would add and add and add and then come down here. So like I'm going around one of them, but adding as I'm going. And so that's why I've got some of the side ones are not attached yet because I'm going around the center ones. So I have 3 that are completely surrounded, this one, and this one. And the surface crochet is done. This is going to be a table runner, and I am here for it. Okay. Oh, good. Racine, I'm so glad that you're going to get something to eat. Go enjoy. And so I'm turning this into a table runner, and I am really excited about it. So I'm not sure how wide I'm going to go. I think it's going to be 4 wide. And so that would be 1, 2, 3, 4 wide. And so yeah, I think that that's what I'm going to do. But I'm just randomly putting these colors together, randomly, and trying not to put the same color next to or like adjacent to. And so this is the other project that I've been working on, and I am really having fun with this. So I'm going back and forth and back and forth. So I'm working on my blanket a little bit, working on this a little bit, and yeah, happy, happy, happy. So let's talk about this sweater. So this is a cardigan. It's my slouchy cardigan. I really, really like it. I did take off some rows on the body because I really felt like it was going to go too low. And I was right, because this is the perfect for me. However, I only took 3 rows off of the sleeve. And I wish I had taken more. I wish I had taken more. I feel like I could take this whole blue-green section off. Now, as I'm sitting here, my wrist is right here. So I kind of wish that I had not made this quite so large. Yeah, and see on this one, my wrist is right here. So what should I do? Should I deconstruct this and take it back? Take it back? like, how many rows would I take it back? All of the green and all of the wine, and then reattach this to up here. Is that what I need to do? I don't know. And then I don't want everything to fall apart. Ugh, right? I don't know. Or maybe I should take this yellow off and this part off. You know what? I think that that's what I need to do. Because I started with this and I went up. So I could take this off and this would still be okay. It wouldn't unravel. And then I can connect this up to here and this up to here. I think that's what I'm going to do. I really think that's what I'm going to do because I'm not happy with the length of these sleeves. It's so bulky that when I'm sitting here, do you see how bulky it is? It's just so bulky. And then this part that was doing okay, it's starting to stretch out. And so it's not helping me anymore. Like it's not holding it. You know, I think if I did this, it might, let's see, even that, see that? I don't know. Well, I'm going to give this another think, and I have to weave in that end. I'm going to give this another think, and maybe that's what I'm going to do. Anyway, so I definitely should have, because I should have put this on and then determined how long I needed the sleeves. But instead of that, I followed the pattern. I did shorten it by 3 rows, and I thought, well, 3 rows should be enough, but I didn't double check. Next time I'm making a wearable, I will double check because it does make a difference. I was thinking, well, you know, if it's a little slouchy, it's a little long, it'll be okay, but I'm really not that happy with it. Although, since I rolled these up, I'm happier with it than I was. I have to give it a think. So, y'all, I had also started a blanket in February, and it was a Modern Hearts blanket by Daisy Farm Crafts. And I had started it in this colorway, the Karen Big Cakes, in this colorway, boysenberry. And I really, really love this colorway. It is so pretty. However, I really don't enjoy doing the color work. I had this going as the blanket, and then I did the hearts as I did that in white. And I'm really not enjoying it. And I know because I'm not enjoying it, I'm probably not going to finish it. I haven't even completed all the rows to complete one whole heart row. I'm almost at the top of the heart, but I haven't made it all the way. So here's my sign. Here might be your sign too. If you're at a point in your work and you're hesitating to finish it or hesitating to pick it up or hesitating to, or if you feel ambivalent about it, you feel like, oh, don't make me do that. I don't want, oh, it's like too much, then frog it. Absolutely frog it. Don't put yourself through torture for crochet. There's too many patterns out there that you can enjoy without suffering through something that is not enjoyable. And my friend Naomi with Aloha Crochet with Naomi is in the same mindset, because last night, as we were chatting away, Tanya, Naomi, and I, we were chatting away. Naomi was frogging a blanket that had been sitting in her whip pile for far too long, and she was using her yarn winder and winding that yarn back into a cake so that she could repurpose that yarn. She had quite a bit of the blanket done. I mean, I don't think it was halfway there, but she had quite a bit of the blanket done, but it was really long. And so, yeah, it wasn't something that she could, like, quick in a weekend finish, get it out of her hair, blah, blah, blah. No, it was something that was like, she was not wanting to do it. So frogging can be your friend. Don't fret if you have to frog. So, and if you're new to crochet and you don't know what frogging is, think of the sound that a frog makes. Rip it, rip it, rip it. And so rip it, rip it. Frogging means pulling your work and going back a few rows or pulling the whole work apart. Yeah, it's ripping it out. So that's what we call frogging. Oh my, that coffee is so good. And it's still so hot. Okay, so right now Naomi is making a C2C. And she said, after this C2C, I'm making some hexies. Yeah. Yeah. And she said she's loving the table runner. I'm loving it too. Honestly, my mind is like running away with itself because I'm thinking, different people like different colors. And so, Naomi, you were the one that said, maybe different shades of blues. That would be so lovely. I love that. So while this has just a really fun pop to it, if you know somebody who likes blues or who likes greens and you want to, do like 4 or 5. Okay, so the general rule in decorating is to have an odd number. So like if you're going to do, let's say, a little grouping of candlesticks, do 3. 2 is fine, 3 is best. An odd number is more pleasing to the eye than an even number. So if you're going to do shades of blues, excuse me, shades of greens, shades of reds, shades of pinks, shades of whatever, purples, try to get an odd number. You'll be more pleased with it. You will. Even though you may not go, oh, I'm so pleased there's 5 colors. Your brain will appreciate it a whole lot more. Okay. So since I'm going to frog the project that has this yarn, and with me making this blanket with the Premier Puzzle yarn, I've been thinking that this Karen cake is 10.5 ounces, 300 grams, and how many yards? 600 yards, 603, 531 meters. And so I'm thinking that I might just make an easy blanket with this. Yeah, I'm thinking that I might make an easy blanket with this. And then do like a border on it. Maybe a white border, or if I can find one of the colors, a similar color to that lavender or the teal or the light seafoam blue. There's even a little bit of baby pink in there, but it's hard to see. It's this one right here. It's just such a pale pink. Really, really pretty colors in here. And So I think I might just make just an easygoing blanket with those. And since I have two of those and it's 603 yards, I might make two smaller blankets, maybe for the girls. I think that's what I'm going to do is make blankets for and just pile them up for Christmas, for gifts, for whatever. I don't have a whole lot of blankets saved up. I do have a lot of crochet blankets, but they're ones that I've kept and ones that I've, kept track of, but it's not ones that I've kept for gifts or, for that purpose. So yeah. Yep, yep, yep. Anyway, Kathy's Crochet Creations. I love that yarn too, Kathy. I do. I really do. And one thing that I really like about it, well, first of all, this one is easy, was easy. Look, but what I love about this yarn is that it's such a big cake. So, Racine, that was fast. Oh my Lanta, did you get your breakfast and bring it out, or did you eat at the truck stop? That was very fast. What I like about this is that it's self-striping, and the colors are beautiful, and it's a big, big thing of yarn. So if one of them doesn't make a decent blanket, I have two of them, and in the same colorway. So, I may just make a big blanket with that, with two of them. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Anyways, so I do want to know what's on your hook. Oh, you know what? You know what? We don't know. How many days until Christmas? What? Oh, and you know what? My computer decided to do an update on me, and so I lost all of my pages, so I had to re-add everything. But how many days until Christmas? 304 days. So we're counting down to 300. Hey, we have 304 days until Christmas. So let's make the most of it. Let's not wait and stress at the last minute like I always do, right? Trying to make everybody a stocking, or trying to make everybody some socks, or trying to make everybody blah, 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 whatever. Yeah. Yeah. Start now. Figure out what direction you want to go in, right? And head in that direction. So I do need to make some more stockings for this coming Christmas. Hopefully by this Christmas, 304 days away, hopefully I'll have a mantle by then, and I'll be able to hang some stockings this year. That would be so fun. And so, yeah, really looking forward to that. And so I'll need to make up some more stockings. And so I think, let's see. Obviously not in February. I've got two projects going. Mm-mm. So our good friend, Catherine, I know I'm like jumping around, but I just had a thought. Our good friend, Catherine, she uses her 3-tier cart. One row is for amigurumi, one row is for a blanket, and one row is for a wearable. So my 3-tier cart, one row is going to be a blanket, one row is going to be a home project like this. And I think I'm going to make the third row Christmas. Because if I keep a stocking on the hook all year round, I won't have to keep looking at the pattern because it'll stay fresh in my mind. And that's one thing that I really enjoyed, making all the stockings one right after the other last December, was that they were fresh in my mind. And so I just kind of whipped them out like it was nobody's business, right? So I want to do that. I really, really enjoyed having little gifts or little ornaments, little crochet ornaments to give to people. When they visited, I had a ton of different ornaments on the tree, little beanies, little Christmas stockings, little mittens. The mittens were the most adorable. And so I could tell, visitors, find something on the tree that's crochet and pick it out. And, the only thing with that is if I only have like one of something, or two of something, and they pick that one, then, am I going to make it again? I don't know. Anywho, that's my thought process. One a home project, one a blanket project, and one a Christmas project. So since this is my year of something new, and January and February was the Fair Isle style crochet, and that I've already accomplished. I've already done that. I'm very proud of it. Very, very proud of it. This is a bag, Fair Isle style crochet. Very, very proud of it. My March and April is coming up. 1 week from today will be the first day that I talk about March and April, and that is going to be a knit project. Now, if you would like to join me in completing a knit project, you can do so. That's not going to be the whole focus of every single channel, every single episode, because my main focus is crochet. But I'm kind of venturing out a little bit and trying a different yarn art, and that would be knit. So if you would like to join me in the knit, I am going to be spending March and April kind of exploring the knitting world a little bit. So if that's something that floats your boat, come on in. And I think what I'm going to do is keep that as a separate episode. And I'll call that my year of something new, knit, and we'll call it a knit update. I have a little surprise that I'm going to share on a separate episode in March. And it's just something that I wanted to try in the knit world. So yeah, it's going to be something different. So look forward to the month of March and the month of April because something new is coming. And then I'm also going to keep going with all of this fun crochet. It's my year of something new. So every month I'm trying to do new stitches, new crochet stitches, new crochet patterns, new crochet, just new crochet fun. So yes, my March and April, the focus is going for my year of something new is going to be knit, but I'm also going to be adding new stitches. So last night when I was talking to Naomi, she was talking about the star crochet stitch, the star stitch. It is so pretty, so pretty. So I'm really thinking that is going to be one of my March stitches, the star stitch. It kind of looks a little bit like a yarn eater. It might be a yarn eater, but I'm thinking how pretty, how pretty. So actually that one looks like the jasmine stitch. Mm. All right, my friends. So anyway, stick with me. On Wednesday is our Whip Wednesday edition of Morning Coffee and Crochet. And I am going to sit here and I'm going to work on this blanket. Maybe I'll be at a point where I'm finishing it. That would be fun, right? I can't wait to finish this project. I am so excited about all of these projects, and I am really on board with finishing them. And my number one impetus behind finishing them is because I'm keeping an online journal. I have a Word document set up. It's an online journal where I'm keeping track of my projects and when they're finished. And then I'm also taking a photo and posting that photo. So it's just, it's kind of like tick, 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 check, 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 and marking things off of a checklist. It's really helping me. So if that's something that is interesting to you, you might want to try that. Okay, today is National Tootsie Roll Day. So you know, if you like Tootsie Rolls, hey Kathy, oh, you got a bean burrito. Yay, Racine. And cranberry apple juice. That's nice. Yes, I love cranberry juice. Nice. Okay, so today is National Tootsie Roll Day. I love Tootsie Rolls. I love Tootsie Rolls in any of the flavors. Like the vanilla flavored Tootsie Roll is really delicious. The lemon Tootsie Roll, yum. And of course, who doesn't love the chocolate Tootsie Roll, the original, the OG of Tootsie Rolls, right? I'm loving it. Um, oh, great seeing you this morning too, Naomi. Thank you. Today is also National Dog Biscuit Day. And my friend Naomi is into making dog food, and she's talking about making dog biscuits. So I want to know, I want to know if you make your own dog biscuits. I have looked up recipes, and I even have a little dog bone cookie cutter, but I've never made any dog biscuits. Thank you, Laurie. Thank you. Thank you. And then also today is National Banana Bread Day. So if you're out and about and you're somewhere where you can get some banana bread, go for it. Or also, if you have some bananas in the house and you want to make some banana bread, go for that too. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Make you some banana bread. Oh yeah. So I hope that you've had a great day. Um, I cannot wait to see you again on Wednesday. Stay safe, be kind, and get hooking. And much love to everybody. And I will see you next time. Bye.